Yeah, right. I want to talk to you guys about addictions. And when I say I want to talk to you about addictions, I mean there's obvious things that people go to when they're addicted, right? Drugs, sex, uh, alcohol. But I wanted to talk to you guys about the addictions that people don't really talk about, like coffee, or doom scrolling, or some people are addicted to overly socializing with people who they shouldn't be socializing with, or some people are addicted to having significant others that they really don't care to have, but they just don't want to be alone. I want to talk about those things because the reality is addictions are your brain's way of saying that they need a break. It can possibly be that your brain is saying that they're overheated, that you are feeling overwhelmed, that you need to decompress somehow. And a lot of us we utilize, for me, I'll talk about me. I used to drink coffee like 5, 6 cups a day. Now I'm challenging myself to only have 1 cup a day. It's a difficult challenge, but I'm making sure I make like premium delicious coffee for myself. I'm making sure that the 1 cup I have tastes super delicious and that I don't get any more. Because if I need that boost, that may mean that I'm just tired. It may mean that I'm overwhelmed. It may mean that I need to go find a dark room or disconnect from people or disconnect from my work in order to just rest a little bit before I go back into whatever I'm doing. I haven't drank since like Thanksgiving time, I think it's been, and I'm trying not to. I want to utilize it as something where maybe I go out with friends or I go out to dinner and I have a glass of wine, but it doesn't need to be in my house. I haven't smoked in a little bit, just a little bit. I'm trying not to because anytime I feel like, oh, I need some weed, that's code for I feel so overwhelmed. I need ways to bring my brain down. I need ways to if I'm overstimulated, I need ways to understimulate myself and to go inside. There are ways to do that without using outside substances. Doom scrolling. I don't even like social media, so I'm good there. But there was a time where I was a doom scroller and I was just like feeding the addiction of whatever the topic was, whether it was the topic of the world or if it was like narcissism or my trauma or blah, blah, blah. Right? And I had to figure out a way to not doom scroll because all that is, oh, I just need a connection or I need to connect to a subject that validation, that's the word. I was looking for validation where I could have just validated myself. So I want us to break like our minute addictions that we have because they're not serving us. Anytime your brain is firing off and it says you need a cigarette, you need some weed, you need some alcohol, you need some pussy, you need some dick. No, you probably need something else. You probably have something else on the horizon. You probably need to create. You probably need to decompress. You probably need to go right. You probably need true, genuine connection that has nothing to do with social media. But those addictions that we have, they are the quick dopamine effects. And those quick dopamine hits, they're actually ruining us from the inside out. I'm starting to realize that some people are addicted to relationships. So, you'll meet a person like, damn, you always got a man. Damn, you always got a girlfriend. Yeah, they're addicted to that connection because there's something broken inside of them and they're feeling like if I can just link myself with someone else, then I won't feel this this need to purge myself onto someone else, and I won't feel the need to eat someone else's energy. When those things hit you, there's something going on with you. And a lot of the times we separate our brain from our body from our spirituality. We don't think that they're all connected, and they are interconnected. When I am in these states of doing a lot of research or I'm working really hard and I start getting these headaches, right? I automatically, like, I start craving berries. I went to go look it up. When you crave berries, it's because it opens up the blood vessels in your brain, right? But if I went to go get like a cookie instead, I'm not helping myself. So you have to connect your body, like your cravings, even your food cravings, to what's going on in your brain and that physical pain that you're feeling. Everything is all connected. I know people who are high. I know people who are literally like every day before they go to work, they stop at Chick-fil-A to get a sandwich. That's an addiction. You don't need that sandwich as you're sitting here gaining weight, gaining weight, gaining weight. What is it emotionally that makes you connect with this morning Chick-fil-A sandwich every single day that makes you feel like I'm not good unless I eat it? As your cholesterol's going up, your blood pressure's going up, right? As you're gaining weight and your body is in hyperdrive to be screaming like, help me, fix me. What about the people who every day they're like, oh, I just need a Dr. Pepper, I just need a Coke soda? No, you don't. That stuff isn't good for you. You're addicted to it. That is your dopamine hit. Those are the things that you're utilizing in order to get that quick gratification. And all these small dopamine hits that we're taking, we're cheating ourselves. We're cheating ourselves to get to know ourselves. The reality is those little dopamine hits, they're just a pathway, they're just a map to say what is actually going on with you. So, when we talk about, okay, sex is good for people because it helps them to release, but you know what's not good? If you had sex today and tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day, that's not good for you. Even if you was in a relationship, it's not good for you, because I hate to say it like this, but you don't need that many nuts in a week. And you're not actually gaining post nut clarity. The reality is your body actually needs that for a system extraction, but there is a such thing as doing too much. And those things become addictions. People who go to the gym every single day, you don't need to go, hey Eli, you don't need to go to the gym every single day. It turns out your muscles build when you're in rest mode, right? They build when you're in rest mode. So if your muscles build when they're in rest mode, the reality is you only need to go to the gym like twice a day. I mean, twice a week, excuse me. And then any other time, you can just go on a gentle walk. But a lot of people that go to that gym, they're going through things, they're stressed out, and they're utilizing that gym as their dopamine hit. They're utilizing that gym as their life reset. But a good life reset is to take 7 to 10 minutes and just sit in the dark by yourself. Whether that's go to the bathroom and you turn off the light, go to your bedroom closet, turn off the lights, go to your car and just sit there and watch people. Don't have on any music, do not doom scroll. But that gym isn't doing you any good. People utilize food, they utilize alcohol, they all these things, and they're just thinking, if I can escape my reality for one moment. I hate to say it because it sounds messed up, but you cannot escape your reality. It's here. This is where you are. This is the simulation, and we're all a part of it. This is the matrix, and we're all a part of it. Even if you watch the news every single day, that is triggering this fear effect, right? And it's making it so that your dopamine hit is what's going on in the world. Everything has to be in moderation. Everything. Because when you're spiking that amygdala, that is a hit within itself. And I think a lot of us, to include myself, I didn't notice and realize all the minute and minor small things I was doing that was adding up. So yeah, I'm at 1 cup of coffee a day. I see some people, they take multiple showers a day. They're like, I just need to relax. I need to relax my brain. You gotta chill. And a lot of times we have all these big goals that we never accomplish because we're too busy trying to take the edge off. But you need that edge. That edge, that's what's supposed to push you to complete your goals. That's what's supposed to push you into your purpose. That's what's supposed to push you into being your higher self. That's what's supposed to push you to your elevation. But if you take that edge off, right? Let's say you got a project that you're working on and it's difficult, or you're in school and it's difficult, and you're right at the edge of finishing a paper or that project, but then you go have sex. Well, that you're supposed to utilize that edge to get through, but you pulled back the intensity by releasing it before you can finish your final project. It's not good for you. I, I know it's not good because I'm over here every day what I feel like fighting for my life, trying to be my best self, trying to ensure that I do everything that I'm supposed to do. And I'm just trying to be the best Tiffany that I can be, to be honest with y'all. So I think that the world focuses on the major addictions, the big things in life. But any addiction actually slows you down. All of them slow you down. All of them takes away from your purpose. All of them makes it so you're just a little bit weaker. I was diagnosed with OCD, but I'm starting to look at that as I have to make everything look perfect. But as I take my time making everything around me perfect, the things that I need to work on for my purpose, I may have transferred the energy into cleaning something that actually doesn't need to be cleaned in that moment. And instead, I didn't do the next thing that needed to be done, which is it could be work on my book. It could be spend time with my child. It can be meditating. It could be that I did not stretch. The reality is, there's more to life than just the small things that feed our soul. Those small little things are supposed to equal the big wins that make us feel good about ourselves. And a lot of us, we need those small wins because life feels like a pressure cooker. And I get it. It feels like I can't fucking do this shit every single day, but you can. But you do have to let go of some things. You have to let go of that Coke soda. You gotta let go of that coffee. You gotta let go of that cigarette. And I'm speaking from experience because I used to drink, I used to smoke weed, I used to smoke cigarettes. When I was a kid, I loved Dr. Pepper. What you talking about? I used to love eating out. Oh my God. I used to get sad and I used to go to In and Out and I used to get animal style fries. I used to get two animal style fries and no burger. And I feel like, oh no, it's just released inside of me. But no, whatever made me feel overwhelmed is still there. I just redirected my energy to something that's inefficient. And the reality is, in this world that we live in, where we feel like this is the matrix, this is a simulation, I'm never getting out of it, everyone else controls me. But you can control your urges. You can control what you do when you're feeling overwhelmed. You get to control your actions and your choices and your decisions. You get to control whether or not you want to stay the doom scroller in the matrix or if you want to be in the real world and fight for yourself. And it's difficult as hell to fight for ourselves. I understand that. But every small win that you have for yourself is a fuck you to the matrix, is a fuck you to the rest of the world. Every single time you choose yourself and you throw away whatever minor or major addiction that you have, you are winning. This world doesn't control you. You are in control of yourself. You are in control in the way that you react to things. You are in control of where you put your attention to. You are in control on what you do with your free time. And you have to get better. We all have to get better at how we move ourselves, how we utilize our free time, where we put our attention to. I don't know. I just felt like I wanted to come talk to y'all about addictions today because not drinking coffee, I wouldn't say it's difficult. I would just say, as I became a lot more conscious about what was going on with me, I realized that every time I went to go sip a cup of coffee, I was actually just tired and drained. So I'm trying to like boost my energy back up. I don't need an energy boost. You're tired, be tired. Be freaking tired. I'm learning how to not to do too much. If you're, if honestly, if you're sad, be sad, right? These little dopamine hits that we take throughout the day, they're not it. They're not it, friends. The reality is that some of us are extremely talented. Excuse me. We have so much in us that we can give to ourselves and our family and the world, but we're stuck in a recursive loop of minor addictions. That's just eating up our time. Social media eats up your time, especially if you're just watching shit that makes you feel like it's the end of the world. Scrolling on conspiracy theory after conspiracy theory, waste of your time. No, I don't replace it with anything. I just decided to drink water. Tea is for at night, or if I wake up and my tummy hurts. And coffee is just once a day now. And then it doesn't even have to be in the morning. Coffee is when I feel like I need that one cup of coffee because I know it's what makes me happy. I know it's what boosts me up. So I get one booster. If it's in the morning, I'm just screwed for the rest of the day drinking water. Sometimes I drink juice, but that's only if I feel like my blood sugar's low and I feel like I'm getting a little lightheaded because I haven't had enough sugar. But I just I think it's important for us to even get rid of that habit of hand to mouth. That's what the cigarette, when I used to smoke cigarettes, it was a hand to mouth thing. Smoking cigarettes and drinking coffee, hand to mouth habit. But you got to break that habit too because it actually breaks a lot of other habits that you may have. And I mean, not to go too far with you guys, but I also feel the same about masturbation. I feel like any way you're trying to find that nut, it's an addiction if you do it too many times. There's a balance to everything in life, and we overindulge in the shit that we don't need to overindulge in, but we don't overindulge in ourselves. We don't overindulge in looking in that mirror. We don't overindulge in self help. We don't overindulge in elevation. And when we do, we get stuck on like corny ass people's like podcasts. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm telling the truth. We get stuck at tuning in to people who probably don't even live that way themselves, who aren't honest, who aren't truly themselves. We get stuck on those things because it feels easier to watch everyone else instead of do the work ourselves. You know, being a person who is about helping others and who pushes self help and self love, sometimes it feels contradictory to who I am because I don't want y'all watching me all the time. I just don't. I want y'all to get what you need and go about your day. That's why I've reduced my lives and how often I do them and what I put out. I'm even trying to tell myself every single time 20 to 21 minutes, girl, that's it. An hour is not okay. After an hour, what do you have to say that's relevant? Probably nothing. You just enjoy the connection between people. And there's nothing wrong with connecting, but 20 minutes worth of connecting with strangers is good enough so that I can get back to cooking and creating and utilizing my imagination. This world's trying to take your imagination from you. They're trying to take your strength from you, that strength that you have to stand on your own. They're taking that from you. And they've made it so you feel the need to connect with everyone around you that you don't know. And it feels good until it doesn't. And I'll tell you why it feels good until it doesn't. You love it until you turn off. And I'm not just speaking about y'all, I'm talking about me too. You love it until you turn off that camera or you put down that phone, and then your world automatically feels like it's silent. And it's like somehow we've learned how to tune the voice out the back of our heads so that we can listen to someone else's voice. It's cool to go get information sometimes, it's cool to connect sometimes, but it can't be our 24/7 lives. This is is as real as picking up a book. That's how what it should be like. If you're going on social media, you got to set a limit. 20 minutes like you would if you were reading. You get in that world and you get right back out because everybody is destined for their own level of greatness. Everybody was born to be good at doing something. And some of us never figure out what that is. Some of us never even get close to our dreams ever because we're too busy in the world. We're too busy with the addictions. We're too busy, being over into the Jesus or over into money, or we're too much into social media, or we're too much into the news. It takes a little bit away from you. And the funny part is all these entities want your time because your time is money. They think that you're so freaking valuable that they want your time, they want your energy. I think that y'all are valuable. I want your time and energy. Everything and everybody who set up anything to get your attention and your energy thinks that you're valuable. And every single time you overgive yourself out, you give yourself to everyone. You're saying that you don't think that you're valuable. That's crazy. There's a CEO out there that thinks that you're $1 billion asset. And they want you to tune into Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube because you're $1 billion asset. Meanwhile, you treat yourself like a 5 cent asset. You're not a penny. Even the penny is worth more than than what they say it is. It costs, I think, 3.29 cents to make a penny. Yet its value is 1 cent. That's crazy, right? They tell you that you're worth nothing, and to come listen and you need me, but you're valuable. I need the numbers. So I want y'all to just think about that. I'm at my 21-minute mark, which means I can't be here anymore. You're supposed to just click on my lives later on and see what's up. I love you guys and thank you for tuning in. And Eli, it was good seeing you and talking to you. I hope you have a good one. Talk to you later. Love you.